Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. This is to me Miracle, and today I'll be showing you how I built my first JavaScript calculator. Very simple and easy to use. I'm going to show you how I built this calculator here. Use it. So I'll be explaining to you how I did this. I first of all created a index.html in my JS code. Okay, I must use index.html because I need it to be on the browser. So I linked my JavaScript code here with my script tag on my index.html. So on my JavaScript code, I have a lot of things here, so but I will explain. I first of all created a way to get an input from the users. So when the page loads, you will see something that enables user to, when the page loads, you see something that enables user to input numbers and then the symbols. So I created it with I created a variable, these three variables here. So the first variable allows the user to input the first number. The second variable here allows the user to input the symbol, and the third variable here allows the user to input a number too. But I added something. Whatever a user inputs here will not come as a number until I add this function that this pass in function that enables any input the user puts to turn into number. So this function here allows any input from the user to turn into number. So that's why whenever I input, for instance, if I input something that is not a number, I don't even know what to give that. But if I input something that is not a number, you see what it gives me. It says the difference between not a number and 12 is not a number. You understand? So it turns everything that I input into a number. So after that, I had to create a processing and then an output. What I mean by processing and output is that if you input without this part of the code, without all this if statement, if part of the code, without this part of the code that I just highlighted, the calculator is not working. So I needed all this part of the code for the calculator to work. So I first of all created an if statement that says that once the input operator equals a plus. So if you click plus sign, this function here will run, like this if statement here will run. So what the output you get is an alert that says the sum of the first and the second number is, if you add the two numbers, see this code here, it says the sum of the first number, which is whatever the person inputs. This here, this num1 talks about whatever the person inputs in this first variable I created here. And then this talks about whatever the person inputs in the second variable I created. And this thing here, this one here, adds both the first number and the second number and give the person an output. So this exact code is what I duplicated into 3 different places, and then I changed the sign. So once you input this minus sign, it is going to subtract the first and the second number that you have and then give you the result. So this place is the results of whatever you are doing on your browser. The same thing with the division, the same thing with the multiplication. So, but I considered, what if someone puts a letter instead of a symbol? So what is my calculator meant to do? So I decided to create an else if statement, sorry, because I created all these with if statements and else if statements. So I created an else statement that if any of these, this multiplication, this division, and this subtraction and addition is not being inputted, any other input should be an invalid operator or symbol. So that's why whenever you go to my calculator, my basic calculator, because it's very basic, and say 12 subtracted, sorry, 12 subtracted from 3. Okay, am I meant to say that? Okay, that should be 9. Like, what I want to say is that if you do something like 12L, if you do something like 12L3, it will simply tell you invalid operator or symbol. That's it. So this is how I created my first JavaScript calculator. I just explained how it is. Very simple and very basic. I hope to hear more from you guys in my next video. And also put in the comment section your work. Let me see. I would love to see your work. So put it in the comment section. I'll go and check it out and tell you what I think about it. So see you in the next video.